Okay, says we're live. Excellent. I have asked a little poll just because I'm curious as to what people's weekend plans are. If you're going to be, I know there's a write-a-thon this weekend. Although I'm trying to remember which one it is because I think there's like 3 this month. But either way, if you are planning to catch up with Nano or to attend the write-a-thons, there's a right option. There's also going on an adventure because fall, oftentimes the weather is amenable to adventures. Amenable, whichever. And then rest and relaxation, and then chaos with family. So if you know what your plans are for the weekend, let me know. I'm curious just to see kind of like where everybody's falling because today is day 10, which I know double digits is historically kind of like not historically, but I know there are, yes, the 30-hour write-a-thon. Thank you. That's what this weekend is. But day 10 of Nano has been, from what I have spoken to with other people, day 10 is difficult because at that point you've gone past a week without sort of like a break in the writing habit, or the striving to write more type of thing. I took my break yesterday. I did not write as much yesterday, so hopefully I will be refreshed and ready to go today. But yeah, I know that a lot of people they're like, day 10, I can't do it anymore. No. So I think Kate Kavanaugh mentioned that on one of the past nanos, she wrote a little note to herself for day 10 specifically, sort of encouraging herself. But yeah, so it is day 10. It is double digits now. And some people are struggling because they're like, I'm so far behind, and some people are just struggling to get the correct amount today, and there are just some days that it doesn't come as easy, and so sort of those days adding up in a row without a break can take a toll. So all that to say, please make sure that you are taking care of yourself. If you are planning to write with the 30-hour marathon this weekend, please make sure you are taking some breaks for hydration and snacks and walking around, seeing a little bit of sunshine, hopefully, that kind of thing. But yeah, so there we go. Amanda says, hello. Hello. You'll be spending all day tomorrow out, starting with church, then driving an hour to where dance is, so you will have very little time to write. So that means adventure time for you, I guess. Or chaos with the family, depending on who's going with you. Stephanie says, hello, I'll be hosting a stream on Saturday as part of the 30-hour write-a-thon. Yes, I think I remember popping your stream. Yes. I'm pretty sure I popped your stream into the spreadsheet last night. CB says, hello, I'm not long back from seeing the Marvels. It was great, but if you're scared of cats, don't see it. That's all you're going to say. Okay. Several scenes where cats are important, apparently. Monique says, by go on an adventure, I mean hopefully playing Baldur's Gate, which is fair. Video adventures are definitely adventures in themselves, yes. Monique says your brother's birthday is on Monday. Nice. Happy birthday to your brother ahead of time. Amanda says, still hoping for writing every day and to achieve the par everyday badges, so you may be staying up late tonight to write after midnight. Gotcha. Fair enough. Monique says, I have basically decided that my Baldur's Gate fanfic will be what I work on for Nano. Nice. It's become way easier to write at the moment, and it's been fun. And if you're having fun while you're writing, that's very important. Day 10 is usually horrible for Becca, but as a rebel, you don't feel so bad. Oh, good. Amanda says we're having a Friendsgiving on Sunday. Oh, it reminds me, I need to RSVP. So you're baking all day for that. Fair enough. Stephanie says I haven't written much of anything at all this month. It's been hard getting back to writing after taking a break from it. Yeah. It does get difficult to get back into those habits. CB's a little bit ahead of the nano. What's quota? I want to say par, but that's not it because that's the nano goal for today. Leslie says, I'm writing, but I'm not doing nano this year, which is fine. All writing is good writing, right? Becca says, I ended up getting a sore throat yesterday. Oh no, but drinking lots of water and taking zinc, so hopefully you can knock whatever this is out quickly. You tested negative for the panini, thank goodness. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Fair enough. Fair enough. All spoilers should come with a spoiler warning and the capability of people avoiding it if possible, if they don't want to see it. So, okay. I guess I need a card for today. Right? You need a card? I don't have much to say this morning. I feel like I didn't really do a whole lot yesterday. But like I didn't go on an adventure yesterday. Maybe I should have. Okay, we've got the groundhog inverted. Groundhog is cute because he's hugging a little heart. So let me find where the groundhog is in here. There we go. And the inverted. So the main message for the groundhog is time to let go. So here's our little groundhog friend. Again, keep in mind that the groundhog was upside down, inverted. So have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die anyway? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality. Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. The groundhog has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past and allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing that the Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring, and endless endings always give birth to new beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is the Spirit's promise to you. It's nice. But also, being relentless in your efforts to revive something that is past its prime and needs to die. That's a little harsh sometimes. But on the other hand, sometimes if we've been banging our head against the wall to fix a particular draft or fix a particular plot hole, and it's just not working, maybe it's time to set that aside. Yeah. Finding the joy, finding the growth, finding the fun. Keep that in mind. That's also a very good reminder for Nano, because Nano can get kind of grindy. Like I don't know how to explain it other than like if you're playing a video game and you're not having fun, you're just sort of like grinding through levels trying to either get the experience or get the loot that you want, but it's become frustrating because it's not happening. You lose sort of like your joy of the game at that point. So Nano hopefully should not become like that, but it occasionally has done that for me. So I have to remember to find the joy in the writing. So yeah, Stevie's gonna figure out what to have for dinner. Probably sausage pasta. Does editing previous chapters of your fanfic count for for things that you need to let go of? Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how you feel about them. You pulled the Ace of Cups from your tarot deck. Ooh, okay. So beginning of an emotional journey. So again, pointing towards new beginnings. Nano can be relentless. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Screenwriter's Journey says, greetings. Today I'll be adapting a few chapters of She, History of Adventure into a script, which is going to be your Nano project, and going over your notes for your indie film script, the 99%. Nice. Excellent. Alrighty, let's get our first banner going. I think I'm going to start with the 25, and I think I'm going to start with the 25 teapot. Make sure all my volumes are where they should be. Present, share screen, make it big. All right. Amanda's first sprint is going to be shaping dinner rolls and setting them out to rise. Nice. Then you have to start on a pie. Okay. 1, if you've already been working today, make sure you save your progress. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever document or documents that you feel you're going to be working on today. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was sprint number 1. See how. Okay. 8:37. Let me get my notepad out and all that. Okay. Alrighty. I guess I should calculate. I think I'm, yeah. Uh, 23,198. Not bad. Dee-dum. Okay, we had several people pop in during the sprint. So Rachel popped in. Hello, Rachel. Regina popped in. Hello, welcome. Savvy is also here. Hello. And Teresa is here. Hello. Let's see. Monique just passed. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm still, what am I on? I'm on no caffeine day something. I'll have to figure it out. That was day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're on no caffeine day 12. So sometimes I regret it though. But Monique says you just posted a new chapter of your Baldur's Gate fanfic. Nice. Mom made lunch, so you're going to go. Excellent. Savvy says joined around the 18-minute mark and got 779 words, which is awesome. You finished a new chapter in this Christmas romance, and you're on to writing another chapter for the next sprint. So this Christmas romance, when I'm just curious when you plan to release it. Do you plan to release it by like Black Friday? Are you like December 1? I'm curious as to your like how early you try to publish your Christmas stories, or do you publish Christmas stories year round? You're aiming for 5K today at least. Nice. Yes. And absolute, like Savvy, I know you can do that. That's definitely a good one. So Rachel says, ironically, I finished the scene and put the little page break when the jingle went off, and you were thinking, never felt this so accomplished, right? Yeah, when the timing is right, it's perfect. I had just finished putting my period and end quotation marks when the jingle happened. So I was like, all right, good. Because a lot of times I have to finish a sentence or finish a thought. So, but it's nice when it lines up. Chris got 565 words. Nice. CB says 55 words. No progress on dinner just yet. Your goal for this weekend is to hit 25K because I don't have part of Saturday next weekend to work. Gotcha. Regina says, lovely. Right hand chord exercises done. Now you can write. Yippee! You have to split your time so that both make progress. The work in progresses and the piano. True. Savvy says, currently working on a romance called The 12 Gays of Christmas. I originally intended it to be about 10,000 words, but it's turning out to be closer to 20K probably. Nice. what's the ticking sound? That could be my fan, my computer fan, because sometimes the microphone picks up the ticking from my fan. Apologies. Amanda says, finished getting the rolls ready and started on the pie crust before realizing we don't have enough butter. Oh no! So your husband's going out to buy more. Gotcha. So time to write until he gets back. Stephanie says a few lines of dialogue. Excellent. You know it's been a long day already when you forget a side character's name. I just tend to not name them until way later, and I just have like descriptors in there, which is also just bad. Like not discovering the name versus forgetting the name. I don't know which is worse. Savvy says, I dressed up my American dolls for Christmas and Hanukkah, so they're hanging out with me to get in the holiday romance writing mood. Also, you're making a NaNoWriMo vlog to post on the 24th, and you're shouting out our channel as one that helps you with sprints. Yay! I'm glad. Thank you very much. I appreciate the shout out. Ticking is gone. It was probably your computer. I don't know. I think it picks it up more often when I'm not speaking, and so it is hunting for noise to pick up, as if it's like there's some kind of sound that it should be picking up, and so it tries to kind of amplify it. I don't know. It does it sometimes. Becca says, managed to write a couple of pages. Yay! Regina says, hello to Savvy. Savvy's also listening to Ariana Grande's Christmas album, a pop Christmas music gets you pumped to write. Nice. Yeah, no, I have weird, like my body has weird reactions to caffeine sometimes. And different types of caffeine will also set it off. And so since we had a cold flash in Georgia, I swapped back and forth between coffee and tea too much. And that gives me cramps, like Charlie horses in my calves and in my feet sometimes. And it takes several days for those to kind of like clear up fully. So I've been having more issues with cramps and tightness in my muscles. And so I just decided that like while I was having issues with the tightness in my muscles, I would nix the caffeine. I went about 15 days and then I broke it, and then like my feet and my calves felt extra tight after that. I was like, all right, I guess we're going back on the no caffeine. So I'm back up to day, what did I say, 12? Yeah. But the opposite of that is because I don't have the caffeine, I sometimes go towards the candy bowl one, which also has not been great. Yeah. So it's just a thing. I never drink, like if it's tea, I'll drink it hot. But coffee, I am much more comfortable with it room temperature because I don't have, from teaching, I never had the time to drink it when it was hot. And so I would always just wind up with a room temperature thing of coffee, and then I would just like chug it. So I have a really weird relationship with coffee and tea and all of that. So yeah. But I'm currently on day 12, I think. So I've been making notes. I was making notes last week, but I have forgot to add that to my dailies for this week. So I need to do that. But yeah, it is incredibly hard not to have caffeine. Yes. Giving up caffeine is rough. Yeah, you're limited to decaf, which does still have a bit, right? And that's what I'm currently like. I have had decaf coffee I went for a period of like 7 days where it was just like none at all, and then I started on the decaf. But yeah. You want to get this romance published before Thanksgiving. You're doing a super rapid release. This romance will release November 21st, and the next one will be November 28th, you think. Oh, so are they both Christmas? Are they both? I'm probably Christmas or holidays. You had to stop caffeine because it was making your heart race. You have POTS, which makes you feel dizzy as well. Yeah. Yeah. You're planning to get 5 Christmas romances out by December 15th. Wow. That is definitely super rapid release. Yeah, Regina says that's an amazing rapid release schedule. Yes. You have very chaotic habit. It's called I set Amazon pre-orders before I even start writing the book. So now you have a deadline or else KDP will penalize you. Wow. That is some sneaky psychology there of like making sure you have the deadline as like the very first thing. Yeah. CB says, I really need to be more disciplined with the clarinet. That can happen after Christmas, though. In terms of your 12 days of Christmas, that sounds awesome to Savvy. You must have this book done within the next 7 days. Final draft, all edits, and formatting. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because if you want to have it, give them the time to like approve it and get ready to, I don't know. Yeah. Get them ready to print it. It has to be done a certain number of days ahead of time. I can't remember how many days though. Thog said, just found out yesterday, coming off of vacation, that you get 7 days of per week work until the guy we just terminated is replaced. Oh. Okay. So like you don't have a relief? You don't have a day off? There's something about this, and I mean, it depends on the industry and it depends on your position, but there's something about the 7 days a week that is borderline illegal. But again, that depends on industry, your salary versus hourly versus whatever position you have, and it also depends on the state, because sometimes the state depends on like right to work versus all the other stuff. Anyway, every time a sprint ends, yeah, it's probably my computer fan. Yeah. Regina says, in terms of setting the pre-order deadline, you've done that a few times during your first 5 years on Amazon. I'm getting old, I guess, because the pressure is too much now. Gotcha. You've cut down a little on caffeine, but probably nothing like you should. The obvious choice was cocoa, except I am lactose intolerant. So I would love to, but it does not like me anymore. So the only caffeine you have now is Pepsi Max /0, hot chocolate rarely, and tea. You cannot have coffee at all. Yeah, Thog is going to get lots of work. But on the other hand, heading into the holidays, it could mean some extra nice money. I don't know, depending on how early they start holiday pay. Or overtime, because if you can pull in overtime hours, that also is a good thing. When you're a boss babe, you don't have a boss, so you have to make Jeff Bezos your boss. Yeah. Regina says, how do you handle the requirement of uploading some draft for a pre-order? You work well under pressure, so you force yourself to do it. You block off a whole day and stay up late until you finish if you have to. Gotcha. You worked in journalism too, so everything there was by deadlines. You got used to the whole, you must finish by this date. Figure out how to get it done. Yeah. You young kids. Again, it depends on the state, the industry, it depends on a whole lot of factors. Yeah. Regina says, I did similar pushes, which is how I got up to so many titles, but the older I got, the slower you go. Use almond milk. Some of the like cocoa mixes have like dried milk powder in it already. So it's a chaotic figuring out all of the things that lactose is in. It's very chaotic. And sometimes I go, screw it, and I'll have it anyway. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, I would rather be somewhere else other than the bathroom. Thog says, if I don't, there will be no one to run the master control room. It's a TV station job, and yes, you will get overtime and holiday pay. Okay, at least there is that. But yeah, that's gonna be rough. So make sure that you take every single one of your breaks that you can. Make sure you take like all of your breaks, your full lunch break, all of that. Like rest as much as you can while you're doing it. Amanda says, this is reminding me that I'm doing a Whole30 in January, so I'm going to have to give up all the fun stuff, the dairy, the grains, the sugar, all that. Yeah, I can't, like, I'm lactose intolerant. I know this. I know that I have stuff issues with that, but I still, y'all, I miss cheese so much. And so, like, I know there are some cheeses that have less lactose, or they say they're like not a natural source of lactose once they, like the harder cheeses, the more drier and aged cheeses. But I still sometimes have issues with them. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably ought to just like do an elimination thing and see what else is bothering my system, but I don't have the self-discipline for that. Yeah. Also in Alabama, yeah. State matters. The state really does matter. Yeah. Can't do that for a first draft, but you can do that for a first draft, but you cannot commit to making it good by a certain date. You generally end up with a dumpster fire draft. Yeah. And that's why I suspect that Savvy's journalism experience probably comes in really handy, because you're forced to make it good like the first or second time around. So yeah, you'd have some dairy products, but not others. Yeah. Let's see. Regina says to Savvy, can you mention the name of one of your earlier nonfiction books? I cannot remember the title, about running a business. It was excellent. They do. Okay, I'll have to look and see if I can find some dairy-free hot chocolate mix, because that would be amazing for this winter. Maybe if this draft turns out, I can use Camp Nano to try and finish rewrites and editing. Yes, hard cheese is generally good. Yeah, and on a lot of low dairy diets include brie, so you're good with that. I'm trying to think if I'm pretty sure I've had brie since I figured out that I was lactose intolerant, but I'm pretty sure it might have set me off. So if you have issues, you might have issues with cheeses because many lactose intolerants can't deal with the ginormous fat molecules that beef milk has. Sheep cheese like manchego might be good for you. I will have to try some more. I know I've had some goat cheeses. And then Mom was able to find a new product at Costco, which is I think it's the company Boursin. They have a dairy-free cheese, like garlic and herb spread, which is, I think it's based on coconut milk rather than like animal milk. And I used it as a substitute for cream cheese one morning on an everything bagel, because yeah, you can't, it would not be a good cheese alternative spread to go on like all bagels. It could go on a plain, it could go on like a sesame or an everything, but it would not be good on like a cinnamon raisin bagel. So I'm still gonna have to find some sort of substitute for for cream cheese, because yeah. You did the elimination diet and it changed your life. It took 6 months though, but it's now been 3 years and it's been amazing. Yeah. I've just got to figure out how to navigate that with like living and cooking with family. Because yeah, as well as lactose, people can't tolerate casein, which is in lactose-free milk and non-dairy creamers. Oh, I might have to look into that, because there are some creamers that say they're lactose and free, and I still have very obvious reactions to them. I'll have to look into the casein. I hadn't heard about that, so thank you for that. You think you're casein intolerant because you have issues with some dairy, but not all. Borson is the bomb. Yes. Yes, yes. All right, we've only done one sprint, y'all. And here I was thinking, oh, we got started early, so we'll be able to do more writing. And here I go, just chatting about anything and everything. Okay, we need a 30-minute timer. Let's do one of the nanos. Let's do this one, but we'll scroll it down. Okay. All right. Save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is that we're supposed to be hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that you do your self-promo during the sprint and also take a break if you need one. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the second sprint. That was the second sprint, so it's the self-promo sprint. So if you have not done your self-promo, please make sure you do that in the chat. Just remember that sometimes YouTube is YouTube and will catch some things. So I got 917 that time, which is great. Let's do the, so 24,115 and 837 plus 917. I'm at 1,754 for the day so far. Because a lot of times I don't start writing until the stream, which I know is not necessarily good, but on days when I'm streaming, that's usually what happens. But because we've hit the 24,000 mark, I can mark another line on the tracker bottle. So yay! We're essentially right at the halfway mark, really, of the bottle. So, or at least the space that I have allotted for, because it only goes up to there with markings for up to 50K. But I'm enjoying the water bottle as an image tracker. I am enjoying that. I'm having to go back and just so I can keep track of like my daily totals. I've been doing that on a different sheet. And I've been kind of helping myself by drawing the dark blue lines over here to separate my days. But I will go a couple days without updating the line graph, which it's still at day 5. So I still have to update. I have to update 5 days worth of totals on the line graph. And I may wind up just like, instead of being nano reflections, I may wind up doing the daily totals down here. I'm not sure. But I kind of was hoping to have a little bit of space for reflection, but maybe I should have that reflection area at the end of the month instead of, I don't know, we'll see. That's a nice thing about having a fully customizable journal that you keep, is that you can do what you want with it. So, all right, how'd we do? Scroll up and see if we have some self-promo. Savvy's new videos usually come out on Fridays, so don't forget that. Regina's most helpful elimination has been sugar. Savvy's self-promo. Today you just released a new video on your channel. It's about the Scholastic book fairs and the controversies that they've been having recently trying to navigate the state book bans. Yeah, because they can't advertise certain ones in states, or they can't have them, which is frustrating. Was my reminder. Regina said to Savvy, "Oh, I need to watch that. I fell out of my Savvy habit after my accident last June. Need to start watching again." Yes, but also need more coffee. And unfortunately, YouTube captured and kidnapped Regina's self-promo, but I did pop the Amazon link for Regina's author page in the chat. So there is at least that. Stephanie says, my YouTube channel is full of vlogs all about writing, travel, and everything in between. You can see what it's like to be in an RV full time and still somehow manage to write books. CB, all of your CB's stuff can be found through the About page on the YouTube channel. You can also find all of Stephanie's things under the link tree, SM Whitson. Amanda's self-promo, my YouTube channel. You've started writing streams back up for Nano, and you plan to do that for the next couple of weeks, as well as Stardew Valley streams outside of November. Here is Regina's Amazon link. CB got 86 words that time. Nice. Amanda got 530 words. Then your husband returned with the butter, so now you're restarting the pie crust. Excellent. Savvy got an amazing 1,528 words. Excellent. You're welcome. I figured I could do at least that much since I knew that YouTube had kidnapped your self-promo. So Savvy says that was a really good sprint. This book is just getting longer and longer. Yeah, that happens with a lot of mine, for sure. Regina says 450 words. Nice. Becca wrote a couple more pages. Excellent. Teresa says 493 words. Yay, and you chatted with the husband for a bit. Nice. Regina says, go, Becca, go. Savvy says, once I get draft 1 of this book done, I need to make significant progress on my Camp Nano, or my Nano project as well. Yes, it's not camp right now. Jules, get it right. Chris says 537 words. Nice. CB, Amanda, and Teresa, y'all are kicking butt. Yes. And hooray for Chris. Screenwriter's Journey, you got about 2.5 script pages done. You've had to stop a lot to Google old-timey words in the novel, which was published in 1886. You're learning a lot as you write this adaptation. Good. That can be fun. Stephanie got 325 words written that time. CB is monthly at 17,947. So even if you hit 20K on Sunday and 25 by Wednesday, you're going to the big library in town on Wednesday, so there are going to be fewer distractions. Good. That's awesome. Okay, let's do the next sprint. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make it another 30-minute. Hopefully y'all are okay with that. Do. Did I share? I did not. Okay, roll this down to 30 even. There we go. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How did that sprint go? Okay, 1,090. Okay, let's do the bigger calculation. So I'm now at 25,205 words for Nano, and for today, I am at 2,844, which is great. I will take it. Okay, how'd we do? Let's see, a couple of people hit it out. Melissa is here. Hello, slow start to your Friday, but you're gearing up to dive into writing, finally. Yay. A screenwriter's journey logged off for lunch, and Becca is going to go rest. Hopefully you feel better soon. Chris also had to go to wrangle the toddler. Savvy during that sprint got 1,683. Very nice. Excellent. Making good progress. Yes. Amanda got 367 words, baked the rolls, made and refrigerated the crust, and got yourself some lunch. Excellent. Regina added another 200 words. Hooray! Writing deep feelings at the moments, that always slows you down. Yeah, understandable. Teresa got 659 words. Fantastic. It's awesome. It is 3:11. So we got 219 words, which brings you to 360 for the stream. Excellent. Any progress is good. Let me get the tiny URL. I did update it last night, and Kat updated it this morning. So it should, with the exception of anything that was scheduled from 11 a.m. till now, any of that stuff has not been added to the spreadsheet, but it's pretty up to date. There are several people streaming starting at the 3 o'clock hour. Erin, Rochelle, Jillian, and Jamie. And then HK Darkwood should be on soon. Paper Tiger, I think, is streaming already and will soon stream again. Yeah, Creative Sprints also. So there are plenty of streams for heading into the evening. And then tomorrow, there are plenty of streams already scheduled as well. And the 30-hour write-a-thon starts. Although this one by Ink Study is scheduled for 9 p.m., but it says it's stream number 2. So this one may actually be intended for 9 a.m. I'm not entirely sure about that. I did check again last night, and it was still scheduled for 9 p.m. So I don't know, it's probably, yeah, because this is stream 3. It's probably at 9 a.m., but they have it scheduled for 9 p.m., so I put that little caveat there, and it's in sort of like a pink background. So there you go. Just a caveat for that. Amanda is at 16,386 for the month. Awesome. Ooh, that brings CB to 1,916 for the day. Amazing. You're welcome for the sprints. No, because their thumbnail says 9 a.m. and that's why I was confused. but it's scheduled for 9 p.m. So, and the one that is at the same time is stream number 8 from Grayson. So I think this was a mix-up, and I'll just go ahead and scroll this sucker up. Because we have made a decision. We have made a decision and we have acted on it. Dog is at 19,031 words. Awesome. That's awesome. And CB is at 18,166 for the month. We're doing good, y'all. We're doing good. I wish that somebody, I don't know, does Nano ever release a month-long statistic of like the sum of all the words written during the month across all of Nano? Does Nano do that? It'd be interesting if they do. But either way. All right, y'all, don't forget to save and enjoy the weekend. And I'll be back. I've scheduled out Monday, Wednesday, Friday 1 to 3, and Sundays 2 to 5. That's the normal schedule. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.